Surgeon accused of burning initials into patient's liver pleads guilty to a.ssault. Transplant expert Simon Bramhall, 53, had pleaded guilty to assault by beating but not guilty to alternative charges of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. Bramhall, a highly regarded liver, spleen and pancreas surgeon, had worked at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham for 12 years. The branding, carried out during operations in February and August 2013, had been discovered by another surgeon. Bramhall was suspended when the initials were found and later resigned, saying he made a mistake. Prosecutor Tony Badenoch told Birmingham Crown Court that the surgeon's pleas showed he knew what he did was not just ethically wrong but criminally wrong. Mr. Badenoch said, "They reflect the fact that Dr. Bramhall's initialing on a patient's liver was not an isolated incident but rather a repeated act on 2 occasions, requiring some skill and concentration. It was done in the presence of colleagues." Describing the offenses as an abuse of position, the prosecutor said they had been carried out with a disregard for the feelings of unconscious patients. He added, "It was an intentional application of unlawful force to a patient whilst anesthetized. His acts in marking the livers of those patients were deliberate and conscious acts." But he said it was not for the court to decide if he should continue to work, pointing out, "It will be for others to decide whether and to what extent his fitness to practice is impaired." Bramhall, who appeared in the dock wearing a pink shirt and dark suit, was granted unconditional bail and will be sentenced on January 12. The names of the patients involved have not been made public. The surgeon burned his initials into their livers with a medical tool called an argon beam coagulator, which seals bleeding blood vessels by directing electricity onto the area. The instrument can also be used to burn the surface of the organ to sketch out the area of an operation and the marks normally disappear. After the hearing, Elizabeth Reed, of the Crown Prosecution Service, said, "Simon Bramhall was a respected surgeon who assaulted 2 of his patients while they were undergoing surgery. It was an intentional application of unlawful force to a patient whilst anesthetized. His acts in marking the livers of those patients, in a wholly unnecessary way, were deliberate and conscious acts on his part. Those assaults were wrong not just ethically, but also criminally. It was an abuse of the trust placed in him by the patients.